Let's begin with the last set for the prelims examination. So the questions start with permaculture. This was something that we discussed in the Yojana edition for this month itself. So permaculture discourages monocultural practices, but on the other hand, conventional farming encourages monoculture where it is predominant. So this is the right option. Then again, conventional farming causes soil salinity to rise, but this does not happen in permaculture. Permaculture is where you have interrelationships and sustainability of the ecosystem which is maintained, and therefore mulching becomes highly important in permaculture, which is not so easily done in the conventional farming. So 1, 2 and 4 are the right options here. The next question is, with reference to palm oil, again a very important topic, we had covered separate lecture on this already. So it's native to West Asia. So the first statement is incorrect. The remaining two statements are correct. It is used to produce biodiesel and also used for cosmetic industries. So 2 and 3 are the right option. The next question talks about which of the river does not merge directly with the Indus River. The next is, according to with reference to India, Didwana, Kuchman, Sagrol, Khatu are all saline lakes of Rajasthan. Sambar being the largest, and then we have the Didwana, Kuchman, Sargol and Khatu lakes. So all these are the saline lakes from Rajasthan. The next is, the rivers which rise from the Eastern Ghat are Brahmani, Godavari, Subranekha. Then we have Krishna, Kaveri, Mahanadi, Tungabhadra. So 1 and 3 are the right options here. The next question is, the Global Ocean Commission is basically an international initiative between 2013 to 2016, which aims to to promote awareness and to promote action to help restore the ocean and its productivity. So first is incorrect. India has received the licenses for seabed mining explorations in India in international waters, and rare earth minerals are definitely present on the seafloor of international waters. This is something which we already covered in the last expected classes for 2020. The next is, millets are ones which are least water efficient crops. So they are very low water consuming crops and highly efficient. Okay, so they can grow in very less water itself. Okay, the next question is, which of the following statements are incorrect? So as you can see in the diagram, in the tropical area it's nothing that matters, but yes, in the temperate areas the western parts are actually more warmer as compared to the eastern parts of the ocean. So both of these are incorrect, so neither of them is correct would be the answer. The next question is, in context to India's preparation for climate smart agriculture, which of the following statements are correct? So here 1, 2 and 3 are, all of them are the correct statements. So this approach is part of the initiative which is led by Climate Change, Agriculture, Food Security, and this has been carried out under the consultative group of International Agricultural Research, and in India it is the International Crop Research Institute for Semi-Arid Tropics, which is part of its research center. So all of these are the correct statements. The next question is a very direct question. Where do you find the maximum decomposition, the fastest decomposition to occur? In the tropical rainforest, and here also you would see climbers growing voraciously. The next question talks about, water can dissolve more substances than any other liquid. It is called as universal solvent because it is dipolar in nature. That is a direct question from NCERT 6 to 10. Now coming on to sodium lamp and LED lamps. Sodium lamps can actually produce light for 360 degrees. LEDs can do it only for 180 degree. Sodium lamps have lower lifespan as compared to LED. LED have around 1 lakh hours of lifespan. However, for the sodium lamps it is only 24,000 hours. So sodium have less longer lifespan. The spectrum of the visible light from sodium lamp is almost monochromatic yellow, while LED has significant advantage. So that is correct. So 1 and 3 would be the Right option. Coming on next is a question which is all the questions here are now related to science. So ACE2 was one of the angiotensin converting enzyme. This is where we have covered a separate lecture, and this was considered as the receptor site for the SARS-CoV-2, that's the COVID virus, and this was the point of entry. So it was in context of the spread of viral diseases. The next question is bisphenol A is used in manufacturing of polycarbonates and epoxy resins. So B is the right answer. The next question is triclosan. Triclosan is mainly used in toiletries, so body wash, toothpaste, cosmetics, and the idea is to reduce or prevent bacterial contamination that can occur. The next is which of the following is the reason why astronomical distances are measured in light year? Because the speed of the light is always the same, and we cannot also measure it in meters and kilometers because of the huge amount of distance. So we use light as the unit. Now, the main thing that you need to understand here is the parliament's matters can be amended through judiciary in India. So in India, the matters related to constitutionality of amendment of the Act of Parliament are referred to the bench by the Supreme Court. However, in British Parliament is considered as supreme. So that is the major difference. So both 1 and 2 are the correct options here. The next question is with reference to union government, which of the following statements are correct? So the first statement is incorrect because it says it solely mentions, it does not solely mentions. It was set up under the division of Ministry of Home Affairs as the Organizations and Methods Committee. So 1 is incorrect here. However, 2 is the correct option. The Department of Personnel was constituted under the recommendation of ARC 1966, and this was under the charge of Prime Minister. The right to privacy, this was a question last year as well, and it is under Article 21, a very direct question, a very simple question. And the last question is indeed important. In India, the Representation of the People's Act 1951 was amended in 1996, and it said that the amendment said that there is to restrict the candidates from contesting in more than 2 constituencies. So there is definitely a law. Now this statement becomes incorrect. So there is no law restricting the candidate from contesting in one Lok Sabha election for more than 3 constituencies is incorrect. Again, 3 is the incorrect option. So this was about the paper. We would be coming up with a CSET paper very soon. Wish you good luck.